What's up, what's up, what's up, my beautiful, diverse American people? How you doing? It's been a little bit. I've been busy. Like I said, I had a change of consciousness, and I've been just deep down my creative rabbit holes, developing, creating, kind of like the universe, always expanding, creating. But I just wanted to come in here and touch on a couple of things that have been, rattling around my brain, and I just wanted to, get them out. Number one, I don't know if you guys realize this, but we're at a very unique place in history that I think has happened before. Because I think we're at a point where we've got such powerful, remarkable technology at our fingertips. AI is a tool unlike anything ever created before, because people think that AI does it for you and it does the work, and it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Without you prompting it, it's a paperclip. But that's a whole other story. The problem with AI right now is that we have this remarkably powerful, creative, innovative tool in the hands of idiots. That's the danger. It's not what AI can do. It's not the power of AI. It's not the unknown of AI. It's the idiots that it's in the hands of. Because there's, an overwhelming force of white stupidity in governance right now that is malevolent. And, people talk about greed, and it's greed, and it's greed. Well, greed is a two-sided sword. There's malevolent greed, and there's benevolent greed. Some people want to be rich. The only motivation that they have to be rich, and these are mostly poor people, of course, their only motivation to be rich is so that they can elevate the people around them, so that they can help their families, help their communities, help their neighborhoods, help their friends, help society. That's where you see food banks and charities come out of. Because right now, you guys watched the morning shows on Sunday, the political shows, the CEO, I think it was, of Delta Airlines, just said the quiet part out loud. He said, there are two economies. One economy right now is doing great, while the rest of it is struggling. And that is the difference in malevolent greed and benevolent greed. Benevolent greed wants a nation that thrives, that everyone is successful, that everyone has an opportunity to fulfill that dream of prosperity, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Malevolent greed says, I want that for me, and only me. Because I said it at the beginning, what kind of an individual, what kind of a human being that is one of the richest people on the planet. You live a fairy tale life. You, your family, your next generation, third, fourth, fifth, are all going to live fairy tale lives. And a scumbag politician comes to you and says, I'm going to make you richer. And you say, oh, yes. Even if he's telling you that by making you richer, he's going to harm 7/10 of the population. You agree with being richer. Because that is the problem with malevolent greed. There's never enough. They want it all. They don't want your kids to eat. They don't care about your kids. They want your kids to die. There's Pete Hegseth's pastor was just saying that he wants James Tallarico to be killed. They don't see that as a death threat towards a politician, but saying, you know, a couple of seashells in the sand with obscure numbers that can be interpreted in 9 million different ways. Oh, that's a threat. Because it's white stupidity. Understand this, guys, right? Those of us who are been around a little bit. Right now, the generation of our children, of our kids, right, who grew up as the roofie generation, as the rave generation, as the ecstasy generation, as the crack and meth generations, are now running for school boards, are now running for city councils, are now running your cities. You're talking about people who at age 16 were given a choice. What do you want? Do you want to live under your father's rules? Father's rules were go to school, don't stay out all night, don't be an idiot. Or get your freedom. This is what a female told a 15-year-old girl who was already skipping school, getting in trouble, stealing, taking pills, smoking. She offered her freedom instead of education. Normally you would say that's a great thing. This is America. Freedom is what we're all about. And that's normally would have been a fine decision. At 16, 17, you choose freedom, you're making a bold stance. Now, what you do with that freedom matters. So with that freedom, this specific young woman decided to marry a crackhead rapper wannabe that in essence was a scam for citizenship because she was in love. I love him. Bad choice. So the first bad choice led to a second bad choice. And that's why I'm talking specifically to young people right now. You're all going through graduations. You're all either graduating high school and making that first decision, that first big decision, that first big choice that we all have to make. Do you make a good choice? Do you make a bad choice? And that will govern every choice you make moving forward. So if you choose at that age, myself, I graduated high school, 210 in a class of 900 or something like that. Not brilliant, not stupid, pretty much in the middle. So I had to make a choice. Do I go to work? Do I go to school? At that time, my grandmother was sick with ALS. My mom had stopped working to care for her mother, my grandmother. I had been playing baseball. getting better and showing promise. Um, so I had a family member who I am grateful to every day come to me and said, "What do you want to do?" And she said, "Listen, I think you should just sign up in school. There you have a chance to, continue to see if you can play baseball and get an education." And that's what I did. I made the choice to go to college. So between the ages of 17 and 21, I educated myself, did almost 3.5 years of college, and prepared my body to be a professional athlete. I'd run 2 miles every day. I'd have practice. I'd work out. I'd go to the batting cages. I'd do everything that I needed to do or that I understand needed to be done to be a professional athlete. That has benefited me to this day because I've had 2 severe strokes. And the doctor's voice words in the emergency rooms were, "God is not done with you." We got not too many who come in like you did, walk out under their own power. So I know that I'm here for a reason. And maybe it's this, to say these words to people who want to hear it. Like I said, I started Crazy and Impossible because I felt that we needed a president directly out of we the people for the first time ever. The founding fathers built a nation solely on freedom. They did not want a country of elites. They did not want an oligarchy. They wanted a country, a nation by the people and for the people. And every word in their documentation supports that. Even the deplorable little words and the things they had to put in there to get people to sign, because remember, they were slave owners, they were killing natives, so they had to assign percentages to get everybody to sign, because they were building a democracy, not a dictatorship, not a one-sided affair. So you hear all these MAGAs out there that want the abolition of the Democratic Party. That's not democracy. You are asking for dictatorship, because if it's one-sided, that's not a democracy. That's a dictatorship. So just the fact that you want to abolish the Democratic Party means that you are a communist, a dictator. People who want only one-sided rule. Understand that. Red has never been a good thing for anyone. Red communists, red China, red Cuba, red Russia. Red has never been a sign of good. So, like I was talking about these people on your cities, running your cities. Triggers. They get triggered so easily. They can melt down over something as simple as saying a mouse might be in another room. That alone can cause them to have a meltdown into epic fury. So we have to stop. We need to stop being nice. Democrats, people have been saying this for a while, stop being nice. The media, stop treating people with respect who have not earned respect. Because my grandfather said respect is not something that you give. Respect is something that has to be earned. And you earn it by doing good. Not by being a bully. Not by being a predator. Because the same DNA that rapes a child bombs a country of children, a schoolhouse of children. Same DNA. A predator is a predator. Doesn't matter to who. So, we need to start calling them what they are. Do not refer to greed, racism, ignorance, and hatred as supreme. Stop that. Stop referring to that as supreme, because in their ignorant, inbred little minds, every time you say supremacy, they think they're supreme. They believe it. You reinforce it. So call it what it is. Call it white stupidity. That's all it is. It's not brilliant. It's not smart. It's not ethical. It's not moral. It is stupidity. The idea that a human being is better than someone else because of the color of their skin. That is just stupid. The idea that immigrants are bad for nations is stupid. This nation was built by immigrants, period. And anything that does not support that is stupid. It's white stupidity. Say it. White stupidity. Keep saying it. Call them stupid. Call it to their faces. Stop gaslighting. Stop tiptoeing. Call them stupid. These are stupid, stupid people. And we have AI, the most powerful, most intelligent technology ever created, in the hands of stupid people. Fuck.